Okay, I just got done breaking down this polisher. I've used like a total of 36 hours on it. Um, Intriguing. I got it at Harbor Freight. You're gonna need some snack bags. You know these little snack bags, 6.5 inch by 3.25. You get them for $1. Little Ziploc jobbers, and a vice scrap or a real good heavy-duty needle nose plier. One of these screwdrivers with the pull-out bit things. It's got to be like a really good brand new bit, not worn out. A real fat short screwdriver, real fat head, but it's got to be like brand new, because the screws are really soft. A flathead screwdriver, or I have this tool, which is really great for doing the big plastic screw. The wrench that comes with the Bauer. The other wrench that comes with the Bauer. Permanent marker. Pen and paper. And here's a schematic of the breakdown. I'm going to hold it upside down so you can see. That is the backing pad. Then goes down to the weight. And then you take the center unit out. And then the cup. And then here's the motor drive on it. And then it goes into the gear cup. So took the backing plate off first, the weight, took the plastic screw off with a big wide screwdriver to take this cover off, came right off. This is a tricky thing, you gotta be real careful because you gotta use to go in the back, and you turn it around till you get it to stop, and then you can put the vice grips on it. And then you take the cup out, 3 screws, then you come to this. See, the cup goes on there. And you come to this, that covers the gearbox, and it's got a sealed precision bearing in there. I would love to change that out. And then it comes open just like this. And I hope you can see there's about half a teaspoon of grease in there. And you really need a lot of grease on here because this will just grind. And there's no gasket or anything, just metal to metal. But I mean, literally, there's about half a teaspoon of grease. I could probably get that out with just a Q-tip. So this empty space will resonate a lot of noise too. So filling it up with a heavy grease will quiet it down a little bit and keep it from overheating as bad, and keep it lubed so you don't shred up the metal, because you've got to service it. But this is like 36 hours, and there's like no grease in it. And I've got a brand new one here. I'm gonna open it up and see how much grease is in that. But anyway, the screws are terrible. I don't know what they're made out of. They're aluminum, zinc, or lead, or what. They're just terrible soft. You have 2 screws to the weight, 3 screws to the cup, and 4 screws to open the gearbox. So you got 2 screws to the weight, 3 screws in the cup, and 4 screws to the gearbox opening, the gearbox door. And so I put mine in these little bags, used permanent marker, wrote how many I had, and we'll put these in order: 43, 40, and 36. Okay, so 43 goes to the weight. That's 2 screws with lock washers. And then 40 is 3 screws. 36, 40 that goes to the cup, and 36 that goes to the gearbox door. That one has 4 screws with lock washers. So I'm going to take those to Lowe's and Home Depot and try to find out exactly what size those are, and buy something that's a little tougher, like maybe stainless steel or something. Because these screws are so soft, if you're not careful, you just grind it right out, and then you have to drill them out. It's really a big trick. That's why I say you've got to have a really like brand new screwdriver and stuff. Because and it's got to fit just right because you will strip it. And no, I didn't have to use vice grips to turn the screws. There's some guy on YouTube that did that, and I didn't have to do that at all. The only time I used vice grips, which I could have used a good heavy-duty set of needle nose pliers, was twisting this off. And it just takes one twist to get it loose, and then you just use your hands to get it off there, your fingers. So, but these are really terrible. Really, really bad. So, I'm headed to Lowe's and Home Depot to go pick up some screws. I couldn't find my heavy-duty wheel lube grease, so I bought some at the parts house yesterday. I would have loved to have had high temperature, heavy duty Sin, because synthetic evaporates instead of burning, like normal petroleum based oils do, and runs cooler. And then that way, if you run out of Sin, it will still lubricate quite a bit. But I couldn't find one that I liked. I did find a Mobile One, which is the originator Sin oil for cars and stuff. I did find a Mobile One wheel bearing grease in a cup, but it only went to 300 degrees. The one I got goes to 500. So, but it's not synthetic like the Mobile One. But anyway, I'm headed off to Home Depot and Lowe's, and check me on my next vlog, and I'll tell you more about it. Alright, but this is only like 36 hours of use. You really need to open this when you buy it and load it full of that grease. And really, really important, okay? Talk to you later on my next vlog, and I'll let you know what the screw sizes are and everything. And here's the schematic. I'm going to turn it around this way. And by the way, all it says is screw. It doesn't tell you the size of the screws on this schematic. So I'm going to put this right here and zoom it in a little bit. And if you need to screenshot it, you got it. Let's see if I can get this just right, so I can leave it on here for you. So there you go. If you need to screenshot that, go right ahead. That way, you can have that for reference in case you don't have a breakdown of this Bauer product. And I'm sure a lot of the DA polishers are about the same. So there it is. Now, if you have an Android phone, it'd probably screenshot better if you turn it this way. So we'll shoot it this way too, so that you can screenshot the breakdown if you need to. And then I will zoom in to this one part so that you can see it. And screenshot it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it on that. And of course, this is the backing pad, and this is the unit. I'll leave it on that for a moment. And the only way to get into this, it has a sealed bearing. A guy was talking about taking this circlip off, but you gotta have a circlip tool, or you gotta argue with it and use a little ice pick or something. But it's really not gonna do you any good, because they're talking about getting lubrication down here. You really don't need it there, because this is a sealed bearing. You can't lubricate a sealed bearing. You can just buy a better bearing. So anyway, and the dimensions look like they're in Japanese. Anyway, there it is. So you can screenshot it if you need it. That's the big blow up for the Bauer 2.8. It should be similar for the 2.9 Model 2. The 2.9 is a better model, they say, Um, uh, Apparently there was some improvement done on the 2.9. So if you can get the one with the 2.9 on the end of the numbers on the box, that is the better one to get. Otherwise, the 2.8's okay. I've got two 2.8s, so I've done well with it. Nice machine, but I'm blown away because I opened it and it didn't have but maybe half a teaspoon of grease in it, and the grease feels like almost like Vaseline. It's just that light, and it feels like Vaseline, but it's actually thinner than that in viscosity. It's real soft. But anyway, um, uh, go ahead and screenshot that, and I'll check back with you when I get back from Harbor Freight and Lowe's. I mean, not Harbor Freight, Lowe's and Home Depot, see if I can get these screws. Okay? You have a great day, and you enjoy. Love to you. Make sure to grease your DA polisher.